Good morning, students, and welcome to our next class on the study type of the animal from class Aves of the chordata, in which we are here now going to study the pigeon. Scientific name Columba livia. Firstly, we will see habitat, and external feature of pigeon. So let us start with pigeon. So pigeon is a scientifically it is called Columba livia. Firstly, we will see the systematic position of this pigeon. So it belongs to phylum Chordata, subphylum Vertebrata, superclass Tetrapoda, class Aves, subclass Neognathi, order Columbiformis, and type Columba livia, commonly called as blue rock pigeon. Okay, so pigeons are quite familiar bird that we can ever see in every day in our life. More than 500 species of pigeons have been described by various authors. Generally, these pigeons are widely distributed in many countries of Asia, Europe, and North America. So let us first discuss about habit and habitat of pigeon. Generally, the pigeons, they are considered as the living symbol of peace, harmony, and happiness throughout the world. They live in fissures and holes of rocks, forts, buildings. Then on rolling shutters of the shop, we can see when we close up the shutters of the shop, on the rolling shutters of the shop, there are nest of pigeons, and also inside the holes of whales, old whales. These are harmless in nature and gentle among all the birds. Generally, they feed on grains, pulses, then seeds of fruits and grasses. Sometimes they also eat insects and slugs. Generally, they drink water like horses and they do not sip like other birds. They have a long, tapering and powerful wings for flight. They take a swift for a strong flight, and they do not leap both the feet together like the sparrows. They can also walk on the ground. In case of pigeons, the sexes are separate, and mostly they lead a monogamous life in which male and female pigeons are more fond of each other and they always live together. Okay, so this is regarding the habit and habitat of pigeon. Now let us discuss the external features or characters of the pigeon. So body of the pigeon is broadly studied under three headings. For describing the external characters, we can study the external features of pigeon under three headings. First heading is shape, size, and coloration. Second one, division of the body, and third, regarding appendages. Now let us discuss one by one. Firstly, shape, size, and coloration. The shape of pigeon is compact and boat shape. Just you can see in the diagram, it appears boat shape, streamline, which is adapted for rapid or fast flying. That means rapid flight. Okay, the body measures about approximately about 33 centimeters in length, and the color, as it is a rock pigeon, so color is gray with glistening metallic green and purple sheen on the upper breast and around the neck. So neck part is somewhat shiny. Posterior region of the body is ash color and it has two prominent black bars on the wings. Okay, black bars you can see on the wings, they are labeled here, prominent black bars like this on the wings. Okay, then let us discuss about the division of body. So body of pigeon is divided into again four parts: head, neck, trunk and tail. Okay, so firstly we will discuss about the head. So head is small anterior part of the body and it is somewhat rounded and mobile. It possesses beak anteriorly, it possesses here you can see it possesses beak, then nostrils, then eyes, and here the auditory apparatus, that means the opening of external ears. Okay, so let us describe one by one. Firstly, beak. So beak is present on the anterior part of the head. So head bears a short, straight and pointed, you can say very short, not long beak. Here short, straight and pointed beak may be called as bill, which is formed by modification of upper and lower jaws. There are no teeth inside the beak. That means the jaws are teethless and they are covered with heavy sheen called rhamphotheca. Okay, so this beak is made up of rhamphotheca. The opening of beak internally leads into the mouth. You can say when the beak opens, mouth appears. So opening lead into mouth. Then second one, nostrils. Here you can see nostrils above the beak. So at the base of upper beak, there are two nostrils on either side, which may be called as external nares. Each nostril is dorsally forwarded by a small, you can say here, each nostril, where it goes, okay. So here you can see each nostril is forwarded by a small whitish swollen area of the barren soft and sensitive skin called as cere, which is also labeled here. Okay, or it may be called as operculum. Then third part of the head region, that is eyes. So behind the cere are located a pair of large eyes. Here you can see behind the cere there are large eyes which are laterally present. They are rounded. Each eye is guarded by an upper and lower eyelid without eyelashes, and a third transparent eyelid may be called as nictitating membrane is also present. Okay, there are no eyelashes and no you can say eyebrows. Then fourth part, behind the eye there is auditory aperture. Now behind each eye there is an external ear opening or may be called as auditory aperture, which is also labeled in the diagram. External ear opening, this one here, there is external ear opening. It is covered by feathers and tympanic membrane. Then second division of the body, that is neck. So neck is long, cylindrical and very flexible. It serves for handling the food and balancing the body. Then third division, that is trunk. So trunk is compact, it is stout and spindle shaped. Large and transversely elongated cloacal aperture, here large and transversely elongated cloacal aperture opens ventrally at the hind end of the trunk. Okay, the trunk is divided into anterior part which is called thorax, and where to which the wings are attached, and the posterior part which is called as abdomen, where the legs are present. So here you can see there is labeling of thorax. So anterior part is thorax and the posterior part is abdomen, this one. Okay, so this thorax bearing the wings and the abdomen bearing the legs. Okay, then fourth division of the body, that is tail. So tail is post anal part of the body, and it is small stumpy cloacal projections, conical projections of the trunk. It contains fan like group of elongated tail feathers. Okay. On the dorsal side of the tail, there is a knob-like papilla, which is the opening of large pring gland, or you can say uropygeal gland. This is the only cutaneous gland. It has only cutaneous gland which secretes oil, and the oily secretion of this gland, it is used for lubricating the beak and for lubricating and dressing the feathers, and also to prevent the horny beak from becoming brittle. Okay, the tail is used as a radar during perching and for balancing the body. Okay, so this is regarding the tail region. Then appendages. Third division of the body, appendages. So there are two types of appendages, one pair of wings and one pair of legs. So let us first describe about the wings. So two forelimbs are the modified wings, which are the chief organs of flight, main organs of the flight, that means flying organ. These are the wings, which are the modifications of forelimb. They are attached on the back of thoracic region, to the anterior part of the thoracic region on the back of the trunk, and each wing is elongated. You can see it is more elongated, it is flattened and distally pointed with its longitudinal axis at right angles. Okay, so here distally pointed longitudinal axis at right angles to that of the trunk, while at rest it remain folded in the form of Z, which when extended, the wings show three typical divisions. When we extend the wing, it shows three typical divisions. In the diagram also, these three typical divisions are shown. What are that? The upper arm called as brachium, okay, the lower arm or antebrachium, and the hand are called as manus. So such three parts are there: upper arm, here brachium, then antebrachium and manus. All are closely bounded together by skin. The hand bears free three clawless digits. It has three clawless digits. Okay, this one. This is the hand and three clawless, 1, 2, 3, three clawless digit. Then on the anterior side, the wings are bordered by fold of skin called alar membrane or prepatagium, which is also labeled here prepatagium. This one, this part is prepatagium, which is stretched between the upper and lower arm. On the posterior side, the membrane is quite small, called as postpatagium. Okay, so prepatagium, here you can see this is, okay, where it goes. You can see prepatagium, postpatagium. Okay, stretch between upper and the trunk. Okay, the elongated flight feathers are also called as remiges. These are the remiges. And the tail feathers are called rectrices. Okay, rectrices and remiges. You can see these are the remiges here. Remiges or rectrices. These are the rectrices, tail feathers. Okay. Then next part or appendages, that are legs. The hind limbs or legs, they arise somewhat anteriorly from the trunk in order to balance and support the entire weight of the body when the animal is in rest position. So each leg is made up of three parts, that is thigh, shank and foot. Okay, thigh, shank and foot, thigh, shank and foot. Okay. The thigh and shank are always covered by feathers. In this diagram, this is unplugged animal, but when it is plugged, these are always covered with thigh, shank and foot. So thigh always covered with feathers, while the foot, torso, metatarsus is covered by horny epidermal scales, and the foot bears four long and clawed digits. Here you can see four long and clawed digits, okay, of which the first is hallux, which is backwardly directed, and the remaining three are forwardly directed. Hmm. That is also shown in the figure. Hallux or hind toe is backwardly directed, and remaining three toes are forwardly directed. Feet are well adapted for perching with long toes and curved claws, so they can easily perch, and they are the efficient organ of locomotion. That means walking on the two legs. That walking on the two legs is called bipedal locomotion. So this is all regarding the external features and the habit and habitat of pigeon. Okay.